Hey, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is Donna from Tarot to do your year ahead 2021. I wanted to say thank you to everyone who subscribed. A lot of people have joined, and I really appreciate it. You've hit like, you've hit the share button, subscribed, and I really appreciate it. And I didn't think to get the names of the people who recently subscribed, so for those of you who have, thank you. Also, Capricorns, how many of you have spent 2020 in very unfulfilling relationships? Probably a lot. For those of you who are single and have been single in 2020, then that obviously not your situation. But for those of you who have, how do I explain what 2021 is going to be all about? So I'm just going to show you the card, and then I'll go into a description of it. But this is your relationships for 2021. So a lot of you have been dealing with people that you don't trust. A lot of you have been getting bullied, feeling bullied by the person, or feeling like you can't trust them. They cheat, or you're pretty sure they've been cheating. You can't prove it. They're just a source of frustration. Maybe your partner has had mental issues or anxiety issues. I don't know. I did make notes. I wanted to, before I forget, because I want to make sure I cover everything. Seeking guidance, making progress. Capricorns love progress. This year, people, when they meet you, they will see you as somebody who's making progress. Your money's going to be good. Hard work from the past is going to be rewarded. You're going to be biting your tongue a lot this year and not doing a whole lot of movement. In fact, maybe a lot of Capricorns have been affected by the pandemic, and so they're working from home. Not a lot of movement. Driving, traveling, that kind of thing. Progress on home projects or home business, breakups, or break from fun, typical of Capricorn. Y'all taking a break from fun. I mean, y'all always put work first, don't you? Always a little too serious there. But it'll be more of that, taking a break from fun. There's going to be a lot of competition on the job, and I probably have mentioned that. Yeah, there's a competition at work, strike or chaos, conflict, so there could be a strike at your job. What is it? Supervisor, superiors are stern. What the heck did I... Oh, okay, so a lot of people are going to probably see you in your career, in the public image. You got the King of Swords. You could either be seen as somebody who's an authority, or they could see you as a bitch or an asshole. You're going to speak in your mind, somebody who speaks in mind. Or your superiors are stern, and they hold you to a high standard. If you're self-employed, this is how you're going to come across as somebody who holds a high standard. So 8th house, if partnered, many possessions from partner that are a source of stress, or they're a clutterfuck. This could be you too, but you could have a lot of debt. Hopefully not. A lot of Capricorns usually pretty responsible with their money, so maybe your partner's possessions, if you have a partner, your partner's possessions are a source of frustration to you. Maybe they have a lot of crap that is in your way. It's frustrating. And you're going to be walking away from some unsatisfying friendships. So let's talk about this relationship, though. And I made notes about that. Regret, secrets, deception, abuse, bullying, mental and emotional anguish, stress, source of gossip. That's another thing. If any of you, because you got 2 kings. I noticed that 2 kings in your reading. Your partner could be somebody who is an authority in their field, or someone in a position of power. But is it possible that that you have fell in love with somebody who was already attached, and they swear they're leaving that other person? They swear they're not happy. They swear it's over, that they're separated, they're not talking to each other, and the divorce is coming, or something like that. Or they're not, or even if they're not married, they broke up with that person, they're not really seeing them, but you're not totally sure, because it could be possibly the source of scandal and gossip. Your relationship could cause you anguish because of gossip. You're going to be getting advice from older and wiser people and authority figures this year. That was the other thing, is I saw that King of Swords and King of Pentacles. Don't let your partner bully you. I know sometimes it is so easy for me or anybody else to give advice and say, don't do this, don't do that, or, do this, do that. But when you're the one in the relationship, you're like, it's a lot harder. You have feelings for them. You love them, but at the same time, you don't like the way they're treating you. And I freaking get it. We all have been in situations where we're like, not satisfied. But if you're a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus that's being bullied by your partner, or mistreated, being lied to, being kept in the dark, breadcrumbing you, stringing you along, and you really, really love them, but you don't like the way they're treating you, I've said this before, I said again, walk away. Be willing to walk away. Seriously, I don't give a shit how much you love them. You should not care. You should not put their happiness before yours. Let them do whatever they want. Walk all the hell all over you. Why would you tell somebody else to do that? Just let them walk all over you. Would you tell somebody else to do that? If you wouldn't tell somebody else to do that, then why would you let it happen to you? And yeah, you're great at making money. Your money is good. You're good at competing on the job. You're good at being an authority figure. You've got that, under control. You've got that handled. But your relationship situation is pretty effed. You're not really having fun this year. You probably didn't have a whole lot of fun last year. Maybe you're trying to convince yourself you did, but be seriously? Because this shows me that you're going through anguish over, and maybe regret over, past choices. If you're not with the person this year, you may still be feeling regret, and it might be holding you back from getting involved with them. Don't let what happened in the past cause you to not trust. Try not to focus on the bad from the past. Don't let it cost you a chance at a happy relationship. In fact, what is going on for the next 30 days for... Okay, we've gone over this, so, I mean, if this video gets interrupted and I have to do this all over again, I will, but... I think I had, let's see, progress at home projects. Could be you're gonna make a lot of progress at anything in the home, anything home related. There's gonna be lots of fast activity. I'm not gonna say chaos, but just activity, lots of action taken. I think I already talked about you walking away from some of your friendships. So let's and you're seen as somebody who seeks guidance. When people see you one-on-one, and you're gonna hold back and be you're not going to say a lot this year. You're going to be holding back with your communication. So, for the next 30 days, for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus folks, what is in your love relationships, what is the next 30 days for you guys? What's going on? What we got? I'm telling you, man, if you are or you have in the past let somebody bully you, or have their things their way, step up to the plate. I know you've got that 9 of Swords, but in this year for your relationships, and it's gonna be a source of frustration, but you got to step up and don't let somebody bully you. If you haven't had this happen and you start experiencing that this year, remember this video. Remember, don't let them bully you. Don't let them keep you in the dark. I don't give a shit how much you love them. Just don't. It is not worth it. Your happiness is much more important. And yeah, you might love them, but there's a gazillion people out there. There's plenty of other men and women out there. Plenty. Don't put them on a pedestal. And don't let them keep you. And if they're trying to breadcrumb you and try to guilt you, don't let them guilt you into doing what they want. Don't fucking do that either. Alright, so this next 30 days. Working hard. See, there's waiting for your ships to come in. Making choices. You got choices. I'm telling you, I feel like you're going to be dealing with some, in the next 30 days, you're going to be dealing with some sneakiness, some confusion, sneakiness, competition, somebody trying to one-up somebody, get away with some shit. You're going to be putting in effort and working hard on things, but you're going to find yourself having to choose to stay or go. Keep them or toss them. Is the grass greener on the other side? You're going to have, whether you realize it or not, you're going to have the world in your hands, but you are going to be looking across the shore to see if you should stay or go. That's more, I think that's more of what you've been experiencing in 2020. I mean, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but my advice, do not let them walk all over you. Don't let them bully you. Don't let them keep you in the dark. If they're going to be keeping you in the dark, walk away and let them know. I'm tired of feeling like a mushroom, being kept in the dark and fed bullshit. Tired of it. I'm not a mushroom. The next 7 days. Okay, so sneakiness, working on it, and making decisions. So the next 7 days. What are the next 7 days for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus folks? Queen of Wands. Alright. I mean, the next 7 days looks fairly decent. It's, I guess, after the next 7 days. I mean, you have the ability to take action. You have what you need. Financial, you know, you've got the resources. You're able to share what you have. You're content. You're able to share what you have. And the world really is your oyster. Although I feel like there's a lot of people who are going to try to involve themselves somehow. Or you may reach out. I don't think you're going to be reaching out. People are probably just going to be putting their 2 cents in, I feel like. But you're going to be out there in the world, and they're going to be involving themselves with your relationship. I mean, I don't see it as a source of frustration or anything like that. Lots of 2s again. I see 2s. Cat energy. Sharing. I see you sharing, being generous. Well, I have a feeling you've been generous this past year, and you're going to continue to be generous with your love and money. Just make sure that who you're sharing your love and your money with deserves it. So, I know we got Scorpio to read for next. That's the last one. And to anybody who's Scorpio, my apologies for it taking just the roll of the die. And it shows your reading last for whatever reason. Maybe you weren't ready for it. I don't know. So, we'll do one of these cards, and then we'll do the Donna's Destiny cards. Do not let anybody bully you, breadcrumb you, keep you in the dark. If that hasn't already been happening in 2020, if it hasn't happened yet and it starts happening in 2021, you start recognizing the signs, I'm telling you, walk away. Cut them off. Be willing to have that anguish over you not having them. And it'd be better for you just to look back with regret, believe it or not, than to stay in the relationship and have that anguish over, are they being honest with me? Are they being loyal to me? Are they being truthful to me? It's better just to have them in your past, because what do they say about the past? There's a reason why you should be looking forward to the future, the present, the future, because your rear view mirror is smaller than your windshield, because you're supposed to be looking forward instead of looking back. I think that's how it goes. Anyway, yeah, I'm nobody's, whatever. Your charismatic personality will win you much favor today. Well, that is awesome. And Donna's Destiny cards. Please don't call me a bitch. I'm Saturn on the Ascendant, so the Capricorn read a lot of times applies to me. I can easily get into that one. Put a lot of time and effort into work and making money. And hopefully that's not why relationships fail or don't do well, is because I don't think that's it. I mean, you got to make sure that your money is good, your career is good. You don't want to neglect your relationships, but just don't let yourself settle for somebody who's keeping you in the dark. All right. So 6 cards. Oh, and blank cards are like wild cards. Anything's possible. It's a good thing. There's a blank card. Watch your diet. All right. Well, holidays are over now. Redecorating your living space sounds like a plan. I am actually doing that. Just go along with it. Go along with what? Make the call. Yeah, no, I'm gonna be mad. And save your money. Yeah, the holidays are over. Save your money. Watch your diet. Redecorate your living space. Just go along with it and make the call. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, folks. I wish only the best for you this year. I would say, obviously, tune in along the way for any guidance that I have. But my biggest thing for you this year is be willing to walk away if it is not satisfying your soul. Your money is good. Your job is good. You got the competition thing going on, but you're holding it down this year. just don't let somebody walk all over you. All right. With that said, I am going to do we do the Scorpio one next. So anybody with Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, or anything like that, any placements, or if you just want to see what I have to say, that's next. All right. Thanks.